ever stopped to wonder what actually happens to a piece of code after a developer clicks commit? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the whole CI/CD process. We're going to follow one single software package, we'll call it our artifact, on its entire journey all the way from the keyboard to the customer. So let's trace the path.
The age-old developer nightmare, right? You've heard it a million times. But it works on my machine. That single, incredibly frustrating problem is exactly what a well-designed multi-environment pipeline is built to completely eliminate.
So here's how we're going to map out this journey. We'll start with that initial deployment dilemma. Then we'll lay a solid foundation for our pipeline. From there, it's into the automated gauntlet. Then we'll add some human control, build in a crucial safety net, and finally piece it all together into the complete blueprint for success.
You know, every good journey needs a map. And for our code, that map is a series of very distinct environments, and each one has a very specific job. Getting the structure right from the start is, well, it's the absolute bedrock of a reliable pipeline.
Okay, so this is the path our artifact is going to take. It kicks off in dev, where speed is king. It's all about getting developers super fast feedback. Then it graduates to QA, where it goes through much, much deeper functional and integration testing. After that, it moves to staging, which is designed to be a perfect mirror of the real world for final user acceptance tests. And only after passing every single one of those gates does it finally get to go to production.
Now here's the absolute key to this whole thing. We follow what's called a promotion-based model. It's a simple but powerful idea. We build the software package, our artifact, exactly one time. And then that same exact file is what gets promoted or moved through dev, QA, and staging. This discipline is what guarantees, and I mean guarantees, that the code you tested is the exact same code that goes live. No surprises.
All right, our path is clear. Now the real trials can begin. Our artifact first has to survive what I like to call an automated gauntlet, a whole series of checks designed to catch bugs and security flaws super early, before any human time gets wasted.
And I mean, just look at all the hurdles this code has to clear automatically. It's not just a simple build and test. The pipeline also runs static code analysis, using tools like SonarQube to hunt for bugs in messy code, and it scans for known security vulnerabilities. Only after passing every single one of these automated checks is it finally packaged into our artifact and published to a secure repository.
The second our artifact is built and validated, bam, it's immediately and automatically deployed to that first dev environment. The whole goal here is to make the feedback loop for developers as short as humanly possible. They commit their code, and literally within minutes, they can see it running and start testing it out.
So you might be wondering, how does the pipeline know where to send the artifact? Well, the secret sauce is tying deployments directly to the team's Git branching strategy. As you can see here, if you push to a feature branch, your code goes to dev. When you merge that into develop, it automatically promotes it to QA, and so on, all the way up the chain. Your version control system effectively becomes the remote control for your deployments. Okay, so our little artifact has passed the automated gauntlet with flying colors. It's proven its technical quality. But now we're at a really critical point, a point where the machines can't make the final call. It's time to add some human wisdom, some governance to the process. And this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? The code might be clean, totally secure, and work perfectly, but does it actually solve the right business problem? Is this really the right time to release it? Automation just can't answer those questions. That requires a person. And that is why we introduce manual approval gates. Just think of it like a checkpoint on a highway, where the pipeline literally pauses and waits for a human being to give the green light. Before deploying to those critical staging or production environments, a release manager or a product owner has to manually sign off. That ensures the change is actually aligned with the business goals.
But here's the clever part. This approval isn't just some blind click of a button. To protect the approver's valuable time, the pipeline first enforces its own strict quality gates. So if test coverage is too low, or if a critical security flaw is found, the build fails long before a human ever sees it. This makes sure that when a manager does get that approval request, they already know it's met a very, very high technical bar.
And now, for the final leg of the journey, deploying to production. This is the highest stakes moment of all. So we can't just push a button and hope for the best. We need to build a really robust safety net so we can deploy with total confidence.
The big goal here is to deploy without your users ever even noticing. Two really popular strategies make this happen. With blue-green, you build an entire identical copy of your production environment with the new code. Once it's ready, you just flip a switch, and all the traffic instantly redirects to it. With a rolling update, you upgrade your servers one by one, slowly replacing the old version with the new one. Both methods are great at preventing downtime.
Look, a safe pipeline is a transparent pipeline. Every single deployment, whether it succeeds or fails, has to trigger an automatic notification in a shared channel like Slack or Teams. This keeps everybody in the loop about what was deployed, who deployed it, and where it went. It just completely eliminates any guesswork. And finally, the ultimate safety net, the rollback plan. Because let's be honest, despite all our checks, things can still go wrong. A great pipeline has a one-click way to revert back to the last known good version, whether you're on modern Kubernetes or older virtual machines. The key isn't just having a plan, it's making it so fast and easy that you're never, ever afraid to use it.
And there we have it. Our little artifact has successfully navigated every environment, it's passed every gate, and it's been deployed safely to our customers. So let's pull everything we've just learned together into one final actionable blueprint. This right here is the blueprint for success. It's really built on 6 pillars. First, promote one consistent artifact all the way through. Enforce quality with automated tests and gates. Use controlled deployments with approvals for your critical environments. Make sure you have proper notifications to keep everyone in the loop. And always, always, always have safe rollback paths ready to go.
And that brings us to the end of our artifacts journey. Looking at this blueprint, it really leads to one final crucial question you should ask yourself about your own process. Is your pipeline a predictable, confidence-building machine that actually prevents problems? Or is it a chaotic process where you just cross your fingers and hope for the best? The choice and the tools to get it right are all right here. Thanks for joining me.